G'day people, I'm Monsternad. Welcome back to this Empyrion Alpha 8 Season 2 playthrough. Okay, to last episode we left off, we were creating a CV at last. So let me jump out of the Mantis and show you what I've done. So I had some really good suggestions in the comments for, turn a light on so you can see, for how to proceed. Excellent suggestion from Silent Too Young about making a little parking niche for the turret buster rather than change the way the turret buster is put together. What I was going to do is remove this bottom wing. I left the landing gear on there by accident. That way I could have gone through a roof hangar door into the hangar and parked it in there. And I was also toying with the idea of somewhere to put the Mantis, but she suggested that create my own parking niche for the turret buster. So I've tried to do that. It sort of fits there, but it also gave me the idea to do the same for the Mantis. So I removed the hangar door from the roof and came up with this, and yeah, it seems to work pretty well. I'll show you how I access that in a minute. The other suggestion I had from Max524 was to add a force field, because these ramp blocks, as everyone pointed out, are not airtight. So I've done that as well. So I've added two force field systems there, which when the power's on, in fact I've put some power in this because I went down to the planet to grab both the vehicles so that I could have them here to design the landing areas for them. So let's just power that on. So we're now airtight in here, he says. Yeah, temperature's going up, good. And I like the force fields. I think it gives it that look Star Wars or Star Trek kind of feel, which is always good. You can't go wrong with that, can you? So the gravity should be on now, shouldn't it? So yeah, I added a gravity generator. I'm getting low on resources now. I gathered a lot of stuff for the CV build from things I've taken apart and from salvage, etc. But I still had to build quite a lot of stuff. So this is the bridge area. I haven't done anything with it. I don't like this cockpit. I'm going to have to. I've got an idea for a bridge design, but I'm not sure if it's going to fit. But I'll show you that later. So the bridge, you can exit both ways, left and right. From there, you can go down into the hangar. From here, you can fall off and break your leg, which demonstrates one of the issues with these spiral stairs. You can't actually get a block like a railing around, so I may have to think about that, putting some kind of system there to stop me from falling off, because I've done it a couple of times now. So we've got a walkway either side of the hangar here. Got some windows where we can see the Mantis docked out there. Again, just another access down to the hangar and also to somewhere else I'll show you in a minute. So what I did here was put force field again rather than a couple of doors, and we can head straight out here and access the Mantis from there, but we're still sealed in here. So along there, this area isn't sealed yet. We've got the engine compartment. I decided to put windows in because I like the look of the fuel tanks and the warp engine. But let me just head down this lift for a moment and exit here. So there's one of these doors on either side. This one gives direct access to the turret buster, as you can see. Oh, I need to change those. Oops. Jetpack on. Those crappy plasma cannon to the rocket launchers again. Yeah, so there's a landing gear just to the side of it, so I could just park this sideways into here and it fits nicely there. The wings will also add to the defense of the CV as well. And I should be able to jump down from there. Over here, it's exactly the same setup, but obviously there's nothing parked here. Now I've got an idea for this side. One of the things I do want to do is create a few outposts on some of the other planets, and for that some of the outposts will be space station outposts. What I'm thinking of doing here is having a kind of docking system, so I can put a docking leg right here, and then we'll be able to dock the CV to the station, and there'll be a door here, so I mean, it's not going to be a perfect airlock dock, but it'll be a system where I can come out here and access the space station directly from the ship, and I think that'll work nice. So as I said, no texturing at all as yet. I put glass here for the warp core because I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. It depends how I need this to use this space, because I still need to add storage, still need to add an advanced constructor, medical, all those sort of things are still got to be added. Yeah, so let me, of course, sensors, switches to shuttle these things. Yeah, so lots of work to do, and the back end is pretty much non-existent at the moment. Where's my walkway? There it is. Let's head along this way for a moment. So this walkway runs both ways, both sides of the ship. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to power off, get my jetpack on. Weird, you glitch through the walls when you turn off. If you turn off the power in your CV and you don't have your jetpack on, you can glitch through the walls, which is a bit weird. I'm upside down. Now I'm the right way up. As I said, I've added thrusters because I went down to the planet to grab both the SVs. Thrust still needs configuring a bit. It's not quite right, especially when we finish building the thing as well. And I'll probably put hardened steel all over the outside as well, which is going to make it even more bulky. Started playing around with the rear end with the generators, but as you can see, excuse me, still, oops, lots of work to do on the back end. Now, what I'm thinking of here is these two corridors. There'll be a door here. I've got to be a little bit careful here because the thruster's right here and it gets very, very warm. So I need to not hang around in this area at any point when I'm in the ship. So what I'm thinking of, this will come around and there'll be compartments going across here, and this can be like accommodation, possibly a full medical bay. I will want a a med station for healing in the hangar for rapid access if I need to, but I was thinking of putting a full med bay here. Accommodation, if I can get one row of growing plots, just 6, 4 spice, 2 vegetables, so I can make a couple of tins of food every now and then just to keep the food building up, then ideal. If not, then I can always go down to a planet and use the beast and its grinders that it has on the front to harvest food as and when I need to, but we'll see about that. So this back end, yeah, I may end up moving these thrusters back a little bit further, not sure yet. So yeah, some practical compartments at the back there. So the profile we've got at the moment, do need to play around with this bit here. It's a bit too flat for my liking. So that's the sort of profile I've got at the moment. I sort of like it actually. I'm liking the way it's turning out. This reminded me of a snake head, this, like a cobra, so I might actually call this the cobra. What do you think? Oh yeah, of course, added windows on the front of the bridge area and sort of rounded this area off. I felt it needed something because it was just flat there previously. And these two spots here were perfect for lights, so added those in. So it's like a pair of eyes. So yeah, cobra or the copperhead snakes are common in Australia. They're pretty deadly. And we could do something with the colouring on the top here to make it like that. The one thing I haven't done and completely forgot is to leave a place for a drill turret, because I'm definitely going to need one of those. Now I'm going to need, oh, what do you need for a drill turret? For the turrets you need, is it 6 blocks? Is it a 3x3 area you need for turrets? I can't remember now. I guess I could configure a space on the top here, but with the drill turret, what I'll probably do is add the drill turret when I need it rather than have it permanently on the vehicle. Because I'm only going to be drilling asteroids as and when I need to, so I don't really need to have that on there permanently. And I haven't really thought about places for turrets, but they should actually fit nicely in these areas here. So I'll be able to get 2 either side there, and with a little bit of manipulation at the top here, I'll probably be able to. I'd probably get one there if I remove that little block there. So do a couple either side there, but it's not going to be a combat CV. This one, more of a kind of mobile base. But yeah, beginning to like the way it's looking. I'm probably going to need to add more thrust. It'll probably be these medium thrusters that I add. These things, put these on, they eat through the fuel something chronic. I mean really, really badly. But they look good. So I'll probably leave them and just take the hit on the fuel. Or I guess what I could do is add some smaller thrusters around them and just have it so that when I'm, because in space it's not too much of a problem. I can use these because I can just get my speed up, press I, and then just coast. On planet side, they eat through the fuel really badly. So what I could do is add like a ring of the medium thrusters around these, and then when we go planet side, I can switch these main ones off and then use the maneuvering thrusters to get around, which will be a bit easier on fuel. We'll have to see, but definitely need more side-to-side thrust, definitely need more down thrust, because I've only got 4 down, I've got 8 up, which seems to be about right. And I think I need a couple more braking thrust as well, but that can be done when we get to the operational testing stage, I guess. Yeah, but there's space for extra thrust. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem adding it on. Yeah, but that's what we got at the moment. So what I need to work on is the rear, really, more than anything. Now I've got, yeah, I've got a load of blocks ready to go. So what do we do? What do we do with this? Now I need to get a door in here along this passageway somewhere, but the way I've put these windows, I can't get doors there because these window blocks are their hitbox is taking up the whole corridor. Oh, that's a point. I'm not going to get lights in, am I? Do I have lights on me? No, I don't. What if rather than having the glass like this, I put the glass over the top. Let's try that. Let me take a couple of these off. I probably don't need to use armoured window blocks in here actually. I'd save myself a bit of resources, but that's what I've got on me at the moment, so I'll just go with that. Now what I'm thinking, if we can do it, is, so if we go by the 1x2, actually I could use less blocks by going for the 2x2 here, couldn't I? So what I'm thinking is maybe having them like this. We can get one more there as well, can't we? Now it should still be airtight. What it does mean is that I don't have a door. These windows, they're stuck to the outside, aren't they? So if I use just a test, yeah, that means I can then get a door along this corridor. I would need to block. Can I? I'm not going to get a window on there, am I? That pushes out a lot of rads, that, doesn't it? Was it 15? Yeah, my problem is I can't block that off then, can I? Oh, what if we went something like L shape. And did it that way. And we could either do single windows or we could use the 1x2 window, put it like that. So if we're going to do that, I'd prefer not to use the armoured windows because they're really bulky. I don't think I have any of the ordinary windows up here with me. I'd have to go back down to the planet for those. But that might work, because that then... Let me just switch the power on. Turn my jetpack off. Does that become a usable compartment then? A usable space? Only with a little jump. Yeah, I'm still getting rad. Oh no, I'm not. I was only getting the rads because I was close to that. So the windows will actually block the radiation as well. Or will they? No, it doesn't look like they will. Is that really all the... Oh no, I've got window blocks in the Mantis. Might play around with that idea. It's... What do we got? What do I have in here? I don't have many window blocks left. Let's try it out. Really need to change that block. I feel like I'm hitting my head on it every time I go through. I just want to see if these window blocks will ease the radiation levels. So what was I on? I was on a single one there. Let's go to... Get rid of those. Pop those two in. That seems to be protecting me from the radiation to a high degree. I don't know, I'm not sure about the look. I mean, it opens up that area a lot, but I wouldn't be able to put anything on there anyway. But it does mean I'll be able to put lights. I guess I could just put the L-shaped ones to here, couldn't I? Because I can't really use that space. What about... we do a little something like that. That way it frees up the space in the corridor. I can put lights, I can put a door. Can I get a door down at that far end? Oh, I should have grabbed the doors while I was there as well. Let me just use a 1x1. Yeah, I could put a door at the end there as well, which is one thing I really wanted to do. I think we'll go with that. Yeah. Alright, let's turn the power off again, so I'm not getting irradiated or overly hot by those thrusters. I could extend window blocks, I guess, all the way along here, and that would help protect from the heat of that thruster as well. All depends what I do here. So let's just get that out of the way. Let's think about this. So I've got space under here as well to add more fuel and more power generation if I need to as well. So if it comes to it, I can do that. But in the meantime, let's stick the symmetry mode on. That looks about right. So basically what I want here is a couple of compartments. I guess I could bring them, put stairs and come down a level, couldn't I? That'll give me a bit more space to work with. Or do I need to? Do I need to? Let's do it anyway. I guess what I could do is put a window around that generator, or I could just shut it off as two different compartments. Do you know what, that gravity generator is just in the wrong position, isn't it? This is a big usable compartmentalized area apart from that gravity generator. Where can I move that to? I mean, I don't think it needs to be central, does it? It can be anywhere on the ship. Did I have the space down here for it? I don't think I did, because my RCS is tucked under there. What about the back of the bridge? I could tuck it away at the back of the bridge, couldn't I? And then just stick a glass covering over it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, that block's really getting on my nerves. Okay. So that then gives me a lot more space here to work with. Yeah. Let's see if we can get that gravity generator on the bridge. The only thing that bothers me with that is potential noise, because they are a bit loud. So I'm going to have to lose... I don't know if this is... Oh yeah, I've got space, yeah. This could be an option. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Do. Right. So if I stick a door here, this side and that side, it pretty much seals the inside of the rest of the ship, and the ship is usable in this state. Right, it's just about what I'm going to do with this. Now what I was thinking of doing was, as you can see here, was having this bit as like a thin area and then raising the profile again, like I've done here, to this. So, but not go up as far as this. So I think it would probably stick to this level. So you've got the bridge, you've got like the fat hangar area, and then slims in and then comes out to a bit of a tail, but not as deep as the main part of the ship. So probably about that depth would be fine. I guess you could come one more at the bottom, couldn't you? And it wouldn't look too odd. But it would probably look a little bit better, because at the moment there's just a flat bottom there, isn't it? Which again would give one more block of space to work with these compartments here. Let's just pop that there. Let's try it. Let's bring it down one more. So I think to do that I need one of those. To watch my oxygen. If I can get it right way around. Come on, you can do it. You could do it. Is that it? Can't see it for looking. Let's... where's that going? That needs to be... So I don't want to bring it out any wider than that either. I don't mind kept bringing it down one more, but not out. Okay, let's do that. Do that. Yeah, I think we can get away with that. Let's lose that. One thing I didn't notice before is the planet spins. You see that? Did it always do that? Have I just not seen it before? Cool. I don't know why I like that, but I just do. I'm used to playing Space Engineers as well, and what happens with that is the sun rotates around the map rather than the planet spinning. But the planet spinning is way more cool. It's these little things. These little things. Anyway, how's that? I think that's better down the bottom. I don't think I want to go any further down than that. So just need to keep that angle going along there. If I can get this right. Come on, it shouldn't be this difficult. That's what I'm looking for. Let's bring that to there. Let's get a suck on some air. I do have an oxygen station in the Mantis as well that I can use. Sorted. Yeah, I may end up moving these thrusters out one or two more. Because this bit doesn't need to be exposed. I think I'd like at least that section there to be exposed because I think it looks pretty cool. But certainly all of this doesn't need to be. So are we saying that that's going to be the profile for the rear? I guess we are. And I don't think I want it any longer than that either. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. So at the moment, let's just lock that in with some blocks. So we know the general dimensions. So let's grab those out of there because that won't stay like that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to move those thrusters back. Are we okay with that? Yeah. Sort of like a tail, isn't it? At the end. That gives us a lot more space to play with for compartments and other stuff. Yes, let's get that across there as well. Get that across there. And there we've got our outline of the rear. Obviously it's not going to be excuse me, flat and boring like that. I've got an angle down on that one. I don't have an angle up on this one, do I? Let's just try and fix that. Boom. So that needs to be really one of those. And in there, I think we want one of those long corners, don't we? If we can work out how it goes in. Oh, nearly got it. There we go. Okay. And that, yeah, that needs to shape nicely at the back here as well. But I think we're getting the general shape of this bit now. Bring that along there. Yeah, good. Now what we can do is we can extend that rib along this way as well. How do we want to do that? I think with one of those, and then a little bit of that. Bit of that. And I think just square it off like that. Okay, that breaks up that shape a little bit there and helps match that rib at the bottom there. Yeah. So that rib extends all the way down the middle of the ship now. And what I'll probably do is, you know what, might as well pop that in now. Let's do a gradual. Think do that for now, and then we can finish that end off once we know how the back's going to be shaped. Do you know, I could even bring those two thrusters right into the center there, couldn't I, side by side, and then have the compartments here, one at that end, one at that end, perhaps with a walkway going over the top to meet them. And I could lower these two thrusters slightly, which will help ease off me getting burned every time I walk across the passageway. I think that would be better. Then that way we've got, at the end of this corridor, we can have a door that opens out into another compartment. One will be like accommodation. The other one, accommodation stroke kitchen, something like that. The other one can be like a medical bay. And then we should be able to fit all the storage and manufacturing in the hangar. If we need more storage or stuff, we can always fit it in these void spaces. Yeah. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Okay, so let's take that all the way back to there. and see what we can do. So what sort of shapes do we have? We have just the ordinary one, or the enclosed, or that. I think those side by side would look pretty good. If I can get the right, that's it, like that. So, but I want them out a little bit further. So let's add a couple of blocks here. Are they out far enough? I think they're about right, aren't they? Yep. So if we pop those side by side there. I think I prefer them more central, but do you know what? Let's do it. I want them further up. Let's go with that. I think I'll look a bit more balanced. Let's take the symmetry off for a minute so we can have a proper look. Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah. And that now gives me this space here for a compartment. And I could actually have a walkway between the two compartments here, and that would protect me from the heat from the engines. The only problem with that is how am I going to enclose that? I don't think I can get a window there. Oh, I can get a window there. Perfect. Still need to change those, don't I? Yeah, I'm not going to put those windows in there now, because what I'm probably going to do is swap all these armoured windows out for just the ordinary windows. I don't think they need to be armoured windows. Yeah, that's better. I can get a door there now. I don't need those there. Yeah, alright, alright. Yes, that's looking better. That's better. Oh, I could even get a window in here as well, couldn't I, from the compartments? Perfect. Okay, well, I'm running a bit over time now. Again, I hope you don't mind this being a bit of a CV buildy episode. I knew it was going to take a couple of episodes to try and progress through this. What I'll do is, off camera, is work on these two compartments and try and sort of enclose this area and finish off the shape of the rear. And then, if you're okay with it, what I'll do on camera next time is start texturing this thing, this beast, and try and make it look a little bit smarter. Yeah. And then in slow time, I mean, it's usable as it is. I don't have oxygen stuff in it, but it is. Oh, I need to put vents in, but it is usable, so we can get places. But yeah, and then in slow time, sort of like as we progress through episodes, I can do a bit of internal decoration to it here and there, rather than spend whole episodes building and texturing. But yeah, I think I'm liking it. The Cobra or the Copperhead? What do you think? Let me know which one you prefer. It even struck me a little bit like the alien, you know, from Aliens. A little bit like that. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to call an episode there. Thank you for putting up with me during that buildy session again. Again, progressed. I always find it easier to build and progress when I'm talking through what I'm doing, if that makes sense. When I do it on my own and I'm not recording it, I sometimes struggle as to how to go and how to progress. But if I'm talking through what I'm doing, it always helps. And I feel like we're really getting somewhere with this one now. And I'm really beginning to like the look of it. Some great ideas with incorporating the vehicles into the design. I think that's coming along nicely. Let's pop the power on again for a moment. See how those thrusters look at the back. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, cool. Let's do a screenshot, eh? What's a good angle for a screenshot, do you reckon? Ooh, that's not a bad one, is it? Picture taken. Okay, thank you for watching. Please press that like button if you enjoyed the episode. It does help the channel grow. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you have, thank you very much. I'm Monster Dad, and I'll see you in the next episode. Later.